Prince of Persia music on that. All right, in the bottom left. He may be coming back. Can he do it? He is.
AGIM Seed.
Seed getting a lot of support here in our studio with the cheers. He doesn't know that this booth is soundproof, but hey, it's a thought that counts. And in the upper right, we have our Zerg player. Is he going to show us that Hydra style again? His ID is
GSL symbol.
That was a crazy camera shot we got there. Normally do 2 shifts. That was 3.
You know another interesting thing about the constant usage of Hydras that we're seeing out of Symbol? If you look at Seed's recent PVZs, he's used a lot of the style of a, Fire Wombat Heats Up.
It does, man. It's a
those guys are from Australia.
Yeah, they are. We met them. We were in the elevator with them.
Yeah.
And that is clearly, that's clearly my face on a bee.
Yes, and it's fighting a Manticore for some reason. Now,
that's what I do. That's what Bee Tasteless does.
Yeah.
He doesn't go out and get honey all day. That's what the other bees do. He doesn't have a job like that.
Tasteless is the queen bee.
Just like Human Tasteless cast StarCraft 2 tournaments.
I see.
Yeah, man.
So there's different tasteless for like every animal.
Yeah, man. There's
stuff.
Platypus Tasteless.
Yeah. What's he do?
Well, he builds ships in bottles. He's not as interesting. But
No.
the hard part is with those little.
Must be hard to do with
things.
claws,
Yeah,
man.
with claws, it's not. Actually, that is pretty cool. In fact, you know what? Platypus Tasteless, he's all right.
He's all right.
Now, what about Wombat Artosis? What does he do?
Wombat Artosis watches StarCraft all day.
He plays StarCraft 2 as well.
Every Artosis, just like the fly Artosis, he sits on the wall, but not to watch people watch.
Hummingbird Artosis is sadly in Bronze League. Cannot win a game.
His APM's really high, but he doesn't know what to do with it.
But that's only his heartbeat.
All right, so. Oh, the thing I wanted to bring up before was the Hydra heavy style. There's a few ways I'm trying to think about this and why he's doing it. A, he thinks that Hydras are actually still very usable and very good, which definitely they could be. They're actually the one unit, I was talking to Wolf about this, that I feel like in the future people are going to use more. It's like a hard to understand unit when to use it exactly, but it looks like something that can have some good applications. So maybe that's it. Now another thing, maybe it's in practice, maybe that's something that's working well against these people. For instance, 3 Colossus push timing, stuff like that, okay? Because then the Colossus don't kill the Hydras nearly as quickly. You get a lot more damage in when the force fields come up, stuff like that. Another thing to think about is Seed's recent PVZ style that he showed a lot of is like a 5-gate pressure into like Stalker drops and stuff. And the Stalker drops are kind of amazingly effective. For anyone who actually watched Home Story Cup, Younghua did a little bit of it, and it was pretty good, but I feel like Seed actually is like the founder of that style. Like I definitely see him do it more often, and it feels like he does it a little bit better. So, I mean, all these things are things that having a decent creep spread and Hydras in your army are going to be very good against. But Seed, if he can, you know, I feel like he kind of figured it out last game a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I think he absolutely figured it out.
Where Symbol if Symbol does that again, maybe Seed hits another 5 or 6 Colossus timing. You know, just tries to time it out to the Hive and hit right before Hive, or right before Broodlords, obviously would be the best. Because that's really one of Zerg's weakest points in the game. All right, Core's done. Is he going to throw up a starport again?
I say yes.
I actually think it'll be a Robo this time.
You think so?
Yeah, I like Robo on this map. I don't like Starport here.
Positioned in the main. It looks like that's exactly where you'd hide a Stargate.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good Stargate hiding spot. But I like Robo on this map, so I mean, this
Robo. All right, you were right.
All right. Yeah, well, you know, this map you can with a Robo, you can hit like a Robo timing. You can definitely go over and be like, all right, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do Sentry Immortal, kill you, whatever.
What do you think about that? Oh, sorry. Go ahead and finish.
I was going to say, but also with the Immortal, this is a map that you can definitely take 3 bases on very quickly. But go ahead, Taste.
What do you think about Symbol just getting the 2 gases at his second base? What is the deal with that? I mean, because I've seen it where they have 1 gas in the main and 1 gas in the expansion, which makes sense, because if you don't get enough scouting in there, it's kind of confusing. But there's 2 gases at the second, huh?
Yeah, well, what I do like about it is a couple things. For instance, the last, like, you're never going to really lose your main. If you lose your main, you lost the game. So it's kind of cool to keep those gases for last so they mine forever, because you might, it's possible you lose your third base or your natural, you know?
Oh,
so you
that's
have more mine there.
interesting. That's so interesting.
And the other thing I look at is that if, like, let's say a Zealot Stalker pressure comes in or something, which isn't uncommon, you know, you see a lot of Protosses just push up with a Zealot or 2 Zealots and a Stalker, something like that, and they see gases at the natural. Well, the first thing is Protoss knows that you have gas. But they already know that, whether they see it the natural or not. If they see it the natural, they don't know if you have it in the main or not. And that can be a big deal. If they look at it and say, oh god, are you going 4 gas? Are you like rushing to mutas or something?
Yeah.
They can't really tell. You know, the main is going to be the one spot you cannot scout the gases on unless you have an observer or a Phoenix or something. So for those reasons, I like the gas of the natural.
It's smart. No, you definitely turned me on to that, Artosis.
All right, that's what I do, Tasteless.
That's what you
I
do,
sell
man.
things.
Yeah, man.
I could sell a cheese to a macro player, man.
Whoa! that's actually pretty funny.
It's one of the funnies you don't laugh at. You're just like, ooh, I see.
I know.
Hey, student Eskimo, that's easy. Global warming, guys. Simple. But,
that's so funny.
all right,
Bill will
so
take that ice, man.
So he's taking his third base while we had that discussion. You know, just going up to pretty standard amounts of gates, getting his blink on. Got to get your blink on.
Got to get your blink on. Sometimes you got to get your drink on. Other times you get your blink on. You know?
That's right. Sometimes you got to turn your sink on when you go brush your teeth.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to get your ice rink on. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, if you got to go to a hockey game or something.
Yeah, man. Well, it looks like he wants to try to get a little bit of pressure here on both sides. I don't think he actually has the... Well, no, you know, he's making 24 Zerglings, so it looks like he does want to see if he can come into one of these sides.
Also
and
getting
do the necessary damage.
He's also getting a drop, which is something that Symbol really likes to do. You know, it's definitely a decent way to get over force fields.
Whoop,
you drop some units on that army, it can really mess them up. By the way, I love that Seed has made this wall. Not enough Protosses do this. Eventually, everyone will, because it's good, it's smart.
Whoa, missed the force fields there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of force fields for one Roach, man.
Yeah, it was 2. Roach's stasis.
Oh, I'm sorry. You shouldn't be allowed to cast. Okay, that's a lot of good force fields there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That is so bad for Symbol.
Yes.
But he's going to attack from another side over here.
But it's going to take him a while to get through there, and that's what those gates are for. He doesn't care if he loses those gates. It's buying him so much time, and the cannon behind is killing a lot, too.
Symbol seems to be a little bit disorganized here with his army.
Yeah, Symbol, like, finally breaks through, but that cannon has 7 kills, and all he lost was a gateway. And if that double-pronged aggression had come in, then Seed might lose a lot more there. If a flank comes up and starts hitting these sentries that have no energy left while he's trying to battle the roaches, I mean, he can just die from that.
He didn't actually know that there was a gateway wall until after he already attacked the front, right? I mean, the third,
I don't know if he saw it.
I
Because
don't
he
think
saw 2 gates, he might have thought that there was still room. He definitely could have thought that. But Seed very smartly closed that up, man.
Uh-oh, no surprises here.
Oh, yeah, that observer actually sees that. Oh, my God.
He doesn't
But
even
did he
see
see
it.
it?
He seeds it. Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
And he's attacking the
now, look, he's
third
even going to let him
base
get over here.
while doing the drop, Tasteless. And the drop's going to be cleaned up pretty well, but the third base could be in trouble.
This attack not very effective, but now he's going to drop the main. Is he going to get the third, Artosis?
No, it doesn't look like it. Like, Seed did have enough units down there, but he lost a lot of probes for sure.
Wow, actually everything for Symbol is going terribly wrong.
Yeah, this didn't end up working, man.
Damn. I think actually, you know, the fact that Symbol has done so many attacks and basically not done the damage needed to do, he's in trouble, man.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look. It's 49 probes, 62 drones. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah, he killed 13 probes so far, but he's sacrificed an unbelievable amount. And
now you're getting these overlords over here. Oh,
man, that's actually a big deal.
All right, now it looks like someone's going to attack again over here.
And with a couple force fields, man, he's going to hold this easily. This is not really going to do anything to him. Not even wasting force fields. Beautifully done by Seed. Great hold so far. And Oh, man. Symbol's actually continuing to drop, but you know what he's doing right now, Taste, is he's buying only roaches.
It's kind of weird.
And he only killed 2 probes with that drop, by the way.
All right, looks like he wants to attack again over here. There should be enough force fields that he can take this on, but we'll see.
No,
we'll seed about that.
All right, so at this point, I mean, this is becoming really bad for Symbol. He's not taking up any more. He's not really getting a lot of drones. In fact, he's throwing down a Baneling Nest. Okay, so he's going to go Baneling drops from here. And that's something that can bring you back, but they have to connect. And against this many Blink Stalkers, with +3 almost done, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
Ooh. All right, we got to retire that one while we still have time.
Yeah.
Well, I think it looks. Well, it's just the way this game looks. I feel like Seed wanted to end this, win Protoss on 3 base. He wanted to DRG this.
Yeah.
And it just isn't working with Seed. Seed is just...
His defense has been way too good.
He's the Karate Kid master. He's wax on, wax off.
It looks like he's going to do a fake drop right now.
Now, that's smart.
Yeah, fake drop's pretty smart.
All right.
Try to get his units all out of position. And now Seed's like, uh-ohs. But not really. He seeds right through this. Okay, I'll stop. I'm done.
He's beat him so bad, Symbol might have a sieger.
Oh, God.
That's you can't beat that one, Artosis. All right, now he's got the Banelings making here. So he'll be picking those up in the Overlords to drop on top of the Stalkers and the Sentries and stuff like that.
That's right. Much like a dandelion spreads its seeds.
Yep, there you go.
Of course, if he had burrow, he could burrow them underground like they were seeds for just a regular plant. All right, so Seed now
Seed's going to just try to push out. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's actually going back. I thought he was going to stay pushed out. And note, he's going to have the Overlords that are full in the back. He has some decoy Overlords in the front. But here comes Seed now.
You know, right now, Symbol can't even really go to Hive. He has Infestation Pit, but he needs to get some sort of victory somewhere before going up to Hive. It's just too much. Trying to do too much.
Close it in here.
Oh, man. And Seed's army is just... It's perfectly suited to deal with this. The only thing he has to watch out for is keeping the sentries alive against the Baneling drops. And here we go.
Here we go.
Some decent force fields coming up
here.
Uh-oh.
And he's dropping.
Oh, nice drops. Taking out almost every sentry. Only a couple left over.
Now there's still some actually, there's still a lot of roaches here.
There are but 2 Immortals still with their shields and +3 attack. Now there are some Infestors out, but... Did he not? He didn't get the Infestor Pathogen Gland upgrade, so these Infestors don't even have Fungals yet. That's a problem.
All right, Seed is trying to rebuild this army. He's actually maxed out again to this 153 supply Protoss.
Well, he just warped in a ton of new sentries, and that's the right choice, Stasis. He just needs a few force fields.
A lot of good Banelings just dropped on top of this army. There's already a bunch of softened up Stalkers.
Oh, wow. He just warped in like 5 or 6 sentries and used 5 force fields immediately that weren't really that good. If those were a little bit further back, he could have killed the hatch very easily, but now that was almost a waste on those warp-ins.
All right, he's going to try to bait out some more force fields. There's not that many more left to do.
Yeah, and he's actually denying a lot of mining at that base.
Yeah, he's got some Stalkers over the high ground.
That's a pretty big deal.
Nice job with the Lynx trying to drive this out. Now coming in here. He needs to get those roaches moved up a little bit. He needs to turn around, actually. No way should he stay there.
He's still got a lot of economy left, but, I mean, does he have the army to actually push through here? The Immortals being worth so much right now. And that is a lot of Stalkers. He just has to be careful about the Banelings and the Overlords. That's really the last scary thing left here.
All right, closed in once again. Stalkers getting almost in range of the hatchery. They already had a Stalker up there. These 4 to deny mining. Now they're actually still almost deadlocked in supply. What, 192, 183.
We have a ton of Zerglings coming out. I think what we're going to see is just a gigantic Zergling flank. He can bring him around and sandwich this army. He might be able to get something done. But if he attacks all through the same area, I can't really
nice
see
fungal there.
Oh, very nice fungal indeed. In fact, he's going to drop Banelings on top.
Banelings. I don't think it matters. All right, more Lynx, though. He doesn't have an endless amount of force fields here.
And that is a lot of Zerglings, but, I mean, he's going to Manor Nexus.
Oh, my God. He's building a Nexus. The Overlords actually saw it. And I think, I don't know. I mean, he's doing a good job with the Lynx, but I think you could just keep blinking away, you know?
Yeah, it looks like Seed just has that overwhelming force right now. More reservelings came out, but you know, Symbol's just a little bit too low in supply. If he had like 30 more supply, he might be able to hold this off, but he doesn't.
Seed is actually going crazy, man.
Yeah, he's taking the fourth base.
Okay, he actually cancels that. I was going to say, I don't know if you can keep that right now. That's actually a lot of minerals.
Starts using it for chrono boost on upgrades. I'm like, whoa. Really?
He's like, I only made the Nexus there because it was safe. My army was there, Tasteless. I'm like, I'm sorry, Seed, you're so much smarter than me.
So much smarter. Tasteless can't possibly understand that logic.
So much smarter than me.
All right, so, I mean, Seed is still in a pretty dominating spot. We do have the Hive up and an Ultralisk Cavern, and he'll probably make, like, an Ultralisk, but he's not going to actually make a lot. Like, he might make one just for a Shield Breaker. He is getting the Chitinous Plating, which points towards him wanting to make a lot of Ultralisks, but I don't see him having the economy right now. You know, he's pretty low, and he needs to continue to make units because he's down in supply at the moment. You know, the
Seed is probably just going to secure the fourth base and then move out again.
Yeah, that's what it looks like
some cannons there. Some
and he's actually in a Temple Archives and an Immortal right now, so he knows that there's going to be Ultras, but he hasn't actually scouted that, so that's interesting.
It looks like it's just his instinct right now.
Yeah, I think he looks at the army composition and what's happened, and again, you need a gigantic economy to go Broodlords. If you went Broodlords now, you'd have like 3. Seed could ignore them, you know? You just walk forward.
It looks like we're going to have a Symbol attack now. Now, I don't know if this is a good idea.
There's an Observer in there.
Oh, is there?
He sees the Overlords coming. He knows exactly what's happening.
Yeah, he's going to throw down these cannons here.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, nice.
Sick.
That was totally worth it. He got, what, 8 probes there?
Yeah, +2 on a Baneling, man. That one-shot probes is pretty sick. Really well done. All right,
he's coming down here again. And
some Ultras on the way.
Yeah, we have some. We're going to have about 4 total here.
So
Storm is just now starting, but really he wanted that Templar Archives to get an Archon or 2. That's how you're going to combat the Ultralisks.
Because, I mean, he still has, how many sentries? Let me count. I think it's only 4. Yeah, he has 4. And, you know, he's going to want force fields against everything, but the few Ultras mixed in are going to do very well against that. The problem is the Immortals and Archons at this point. Of course, Blink Stalkers are going to be very good in any situation. Oh, look at that wall.
Oh, you are a PIMP-SEED.
Whoa.
No, that is so smart. He's actually like, no, you're just not going to actually counterattack me.
Yeah.
I have a wall here.
Yeah, you're going to come down there? No, of course not. And actually, Symbol coming back with his own super intelligent thing, getting Neural Parasite. And this is something that we've seen him do a lot. If he can do an engagement where he grabs Immortals and Archons, he only needs them for a little bit. He needs them for long enough for his Banelings to get in.
Yeah.
And once the Banelings actually get in,
they're not going to auto hit those Immortals while it's going on.
Yeah, you have to be so careful about them hitting Immortals and Archons, and anything else they hit, you're happy.
All right.
This is craziness, man. This is
I don't
crazy.
know. I actually Symbol can win this.
Is he going to actually attack before the Neural Parasite stuff?
I should have stayed with the group.
You want to go see things on his own? Oh, this is like such a bad area to attack
Yeah,
into.
I would not hit that. In fact, I would just try to deny his 5th now. Oh my God, Symbol, you're actually insane if you do this. Like,
I think he's
look
trying
at
to bait Storms. You think? And no, I guess he actually wants to do this. He can't though. This is like, well, that was actually really nice.
All right.
So far, this has actually gone well for him. He's picked off a few expensive units. But yeah,
ooh, that was a pretty big storm over there. And he's going for it now. He's dropping the Banelings.
And the Banelings actually not being effective so far.
Well, that angle of attack was actually terrible.
Yeah,
oh my God.
That was just not a good area to attack into. Seed was just way too spread out. It went very well for him.
I think Symbol actually kind of screwed this up.
Yeah, you know, it's a hard situation because Seed on 4 bases here. I mean, is there any way you're going to be able to beat him? It's hard to say after how the other
that
game
was
went.
actually very sad showing. By the way, he's supply blocked, and it looks like Seed will go for the counterattack here.
I think we're going to see a GG, man.
A KO here.
Oh, for sure. Well, goodbye to this space.
All right, well, guys, looks like Symbol screwed this up. And now we're going to go to game number 5 here.
Oh, my God. That's so epic, Tasteless.
That is so epic, Artosis. And I mean, I gotta say, like, he just played so well. He totally like deserved to win this game.
Yeah.
See, there it is, GG.
What a crazy game, man. Seed playing so well, tied up 2-2.
Uh-oh, Seed's getting cocky.
Seriously, someone asked me the other day, what players, actually it was Pain User I was talking to on Skype the other day, and he's like, who do you think, man, top 8, who are the people that really can do it this season? And I'm like, look, I know they're playing each other, but Seed and Symbol have impressed me the most out of everyone.
Well, Seed's just being a badass. Like, he's so smart. When I saw that gateway wall,
look at how upset Symbol is right now.
Well, he probably thought he had it. He's like, well, I'm actually just way better than you. You can't beat me.
Yeah. Shouldn't ever think that.
No. It's actually a terrible feeling. Wow, Seed is actually distraught.
Symbol.
Symbol is distraught. Thank you, Ortosis.
Seed is happy right now.
Seed is
oh,
happy.
Thank God, I was down 0-2. I thought I was dead. But you know what? It's if he can just clear his mind and they can just play a standard game for both of them, no idea what's going to happen. These two are at such a similar level. It's awesome to see Seed finally come up, Tasteless, from where you knew.
I knew it, man. When I saw that fake immortal push, I was like, all right.
Sometimes there's like one thing a player does, and like an old school StarCraft guy would look at it and be like, oh, this guy's so good.
Yeah, man.
Even if it takes them months to show it.
Now Seed's back. Can Symbol recover? I don't know, man. You know, Seed didn't look that distraught when he was down 2 games. Symbol now, it's been evened out now. It's a 2-2. And frankly, guys, he just looks stressed out.
Yeah, he's like devastated right now, man. He's really upset. Symbol's looking at the season. He's like Parting was a couple seasons ago, I think, right now. Not in the way that Parting was kind of cocky and arrogant about it, but I think Symbol's thinking in his head, I'm the best. I'm going to win this, just like Parting was. And he doesn't want to go out like Parting in the round of 8.
No.
You know, that's not something that he wants.
And, dude, if you can beat Symbol, you can beat anybody in this GSL.
Yeah, no, the winner of this has a good shot, I think. You know, it's obviously everyone that's left over is huge. In fact, this side of the bracket plays the winner of Nesty and Bjorn, which are both amazingly good players, but neither of them are unbeatable.
That's absolutely true. They're both scary, but
I think I'm right on that as far as brackets go.
That's why I never do that. If I don't have the brackets in front of me, I'll just screw it up.
I'm pretty certain.
We'll go find that out after this 5-minute break.
Yeah,
so stay tuned here. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I thought we were going to a 5-minute break. We don't have any time.
It's already been 2 hours, man.
It actually has already been 2 hours.
It's amazing
man.
It's been 2 hours because it does not feel like it's been 5 minutes of bliss.
I didn't turn my phone off.
Oh my God, your alarm is going
up.
Your alarm that means.
I was
what's
trying
your
to ignore that. It was like,
Dude,
I'm like, I don't know if they can hear this.
That's so funny because it's like that alarm is just to let you know that you're 2 hours late for the GSL.
Actually, you know what happened? I was taking a nap last night.
But
it was one of those.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Naps.
Dude, I was about to call it that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a danger nap. It's like 7 p.m. and I'm like, all right, I'm going to nap, but you got to have willpower. So I set the scariest alarm I have, the one that's like...
That's the one I use.
Yeah, the air raid alarm, because if I fall asleep and then I screw up and wake up at 1 a.m., it's all over.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's do this. Taste and Artosis, nerding out over our favorite game in the world, the best game in the world, StarCraft 2. We're bringing you the best and the brightest nerds in the world, guys.